It's March 13th, 2024. We're down here at the Riley Rock Shelter, what I also call the Stone House. Two giant boulders that collided formed this opening, which I excavated in 2012. That's 12 years ago. Well, I come down here today. This boulder right there used to be up in that back corner. Somebody moved it in an effort to make a hunting blind. They've built up the walls here, and they have an old grill that I left here. Anyways, I wanted to dig under where that boulder had been, and I've accomplished that. It took me 2 hours. I dug to 16 inches depth and found nothing. One little bone. So that end of the rock shelter is sterile. Most of the activity, you see where the flag is? Found a plano convex adze at 9 inches there. Found a cache of columella whelk whorls just about in the corner by that boulder down at about 4 inches with a metalwood preform and a billet and all sorts of artifacts on this end of the opening, the north end, especially out here. There's a hearth right where my pack is. Lots of different pots were broke out here. Lots of cultures of different arrowheads from Vosburg was the oldest up to Lavana, all on the north end of the shelter. But on the south end, it's much weaker. So I completed that. Nothing much to say about it, except it's over. And this guy who's staying down here during the deer season to get out of the elements when he's deer hunting, got himself a nice little shelter. When I started this shelter, the opening was only 10 inches high. Yep, and I've excavated it to there's a 5.5 foot walk-through on the higher slant of the wall. So it makes it a pretty good shelter now, as it did for cultures going back to, well, 2000, 3000 BC, perhaps 5,000 years of people living here. And I've covered all this before. Just thought I'd try it. There's also a shelter here. That lip line sticks out about 3 feet. I'll bet you they leaned a bunch of saplings off of it to make a lean-to. Just about where the tripod and the camera is, I found a gorget and a beautiful 3-inch metalwood point and a Dina point laid over here. So my pins are still in here from 2012. There's one right here. So I know the line, this line here runs right towards that, right along this log. I could dig a unit to the north here and another one there. I don't know if there'll be anything in it because the units that I just showed you were weak on the north edge of the unit. Most of the activity, as you would suspect, was closer to the shelter itself, and especially where the pack is. That whole area was very active with campfire. So that was it. One tiny bone, not even a flake. Excavated to 16 inches. Oh well. That's the way it goes. 13th of March, 2024. Beautiful day, 65 degrees.